Boys, how are you? Peter Kefalas with you again. On this segment, I wanted to touch on something that I just found incredible, outrageous actually. This was on the cover of the New York Post just a few days ago, and we're going to have to go back to an agency, unfortunately, that we talk about a lot, the MTA. So we're all getting hit with congestion pricing, vehicles, commercial vehicles, motorcycles, everybody, taxi, everybody's getting hit to go into Manhattan below 60th, 24 hours a day. Obviously, there's different tier pricing, but it's all a cash grab by greedy, hapless Hochul, our governor. And this was actually started by, well, at least the idea of it was started in the process by our former governor, Andrew Cuomo, who actually has the balls to want to be the mayor again after all the nonsense and the cost. He cost us $60 million in legal fees to defend against all the sexual assaults and all the other nonsense that he did to these 20-something-year-old girls that work for him mostly. Just did a real bang-up job here in the state. Now he wants to make his comeback and forget that he killed all these seniors in nursing homes. He's a sexual predator, named a bridge after his father, mismanaged COVID, cashless bail. He's the granddaddy, and a sanctuary state. He's the granddaddy of that as well. So let's not forget, let's not have amnesia once it comes time to make decisions in New York. It's not about what your political affiliation card says, your voting registration. It's about common sense. We don't need this creep to come back and make his comeback to our expense again. We've already paid enough, through the nose, literally. So the story I wanted to get to was, let's put a cover of that up on the screen for our viewers, please. So you can see that the Second Avenue line that they've started, it took a long time, super late, well over budget, as what else isn't here with the MTA. And I think they made like 2 or 3 stops. Now they want to add another 3 or 4 stops, it looks like. But here is the kicker. It's going to cost us, hope everyone's sitting down, $4.3 billion per mile. Let me say that again. $4.3 billion per mile for the MTA's continued Second Avenue expansion on that line. Now, I don't understand. They cry poverty every day. We know they're full of corruption, full of waste, full of incompetence, mismanagement. We could go on and on and on. Why they want to do this and create other projects that I've touched on in the past, like the light rail, when they cannot sustain the current system, they cannot keep it running. It's antiquated. It's full of delays, full of breakdowns, filthy, not safe. I mean, where do I stop, right? So I just wanted to touch on that and see, what do you guys out there think, especially those of you in the New York City area, in the 5 boroughs, especially you guys who ride the trains. I was just on the train today, and I can tell you there was no shortage of filth, grime, crazies, homeless, derelicts. I could go on and on again. So what do you guys think out there in New York? Do you think it is appropriate, the cost, $4.3 billion for each mile? So you do the math. Each mile is $4.3 billion times X amount of miles. So we all know, if they say it's going to cost X amount, just take it 10 times higher, because that'll probably be the cost. It could even be higher than that, unfortunately, because they always run late, always run over budget. And if you look in the article, there's like so much money just for consultants. So many people are going to make money off this. So many big firms are going to make. I think the large one is AECOM, who's a large construction company globally. So who stands to win? Large companies, they get government contracts. Be curious to see how many of those companies that would benefit from this have already or will be making donations to, I'll let you connect the dots, right? We're not going to name names. But this just goes to show that we are being gaslighted that the MTA has no money, but yet they want to spend more and more and more money on a system that is not adequately policed, cleaned, ran, managed, so on and so on. Why are they trying to stretch this so thin that the rubber band breaks? Just have to think about it. This is the logic behind the MTA, to just spend, and then beg, and then congestion pricing. It's just disgusting. So chime in, New York. What do you guys think about this new cost for our continued Second Avenue subway extension? Do we really need it that bad? Is it worth the cost? I'm going to just say personally, absolutely not. But what do you guys think in New York? If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. We appreciate everybody who's been doing that, hitting the like button and subscribing. Let us know in the comments what you think of this, and let us know in the comments if there's any other stories or pieces that you'd like us to do a video on. Peter Kefalas with Queen's Voice. Hope everyone out there is doing well. Be safe and take care of each other. Bye-bye.